Welcome to this guide on what's going to be in my gear bag for my travel gear as I embark across the ocean. I've got a Lowepro 300 AW Classic. I don't know if it's the AW2. Still has the tag on it. Yeah, BP 300 AW Classic. Great little camera bag, and I looked at tons of camera bags and like different setups of what I wanted, and I really like this because it had just the right amount of pockets. I did add an extra one that I had to cut down from another a separator from another gear bag, but other than that, it had pretty much all the storage space that I needed. Now obviously I can't fit all of this in here. I've got a couple other bags that I'm going to be working on. At least the non-battery stuff I can put in there. My Edelkrone, I've got an Edelkrone slider, slider 1, I believe they call this, or whatever it is. Nice little slider, perfect for travel, and overall just gives you some motion. I plan on shooting some video, and so that'll be a nice asset to have. So let's get started unpacking this. First thing I've got is my Polaroid 440. Land camera, great camera. This is one of my favorites. I've traveled with this to the Bahamas. I traveled with this to England. Everywhere I go, I take this camera if it's something like serious. Reason why I like this so much is just it's got beautiful film stock to it, and it's just one of those things where, yeah, it's a beautiful camera to use. It's very methodical in the process of it. And the other thing is that they don't make film for this anymore. So I still have some black and white in here right now, some FP3000B in black and white. And when it's gone, it's gone. I do have 3 sets of pack film to take with to replace it when this one is out. So I've got one thing of black and white, 1 pack of black and white, and then 2 packs of color to take with me. Next I've got my FM3A, my Nikon. This is a gorgeous camera. It's pretty to look at, but it also takes amazing pictures. It's good that I'm packing now. It reminds me that I need to get my batteries for this and the battery door. I usually take the batteries out so they don't corrode. Always good to remind yourself to do that. So that's going to go in this part of my travel bag. What else? The film stock I'm taking for that, I'm taking some Kodak T-Max 400 speed film, taking a couple rolls of Ektar 100, some gorgeous film stock for landscape, and then also some Portra, Kodak Portra, and that should be good to take with. Let's see, let's get the Edelkrone out of the way. The DJI Phantom is a nice drone to have. This is not the Phantom. This is a Mavic Air. I can't take a Phantom with me. I've got my Phantom, but this is the answer to most travel vloggers' prayers. Even the Mavic Pro is big when you look at this. So nice, small, tiny little camera drone thingy. I've got the package for it right here, and so yeah, the Mavic Pro is awesome. I love my Mavic Pro, my Phantom Pro, my Phantom 4 Pro, amazing drone. But I do like my Mavic Air just for this purpose, and I got that just for this purpose for travel. Let's see, my D800. Or my D850 rather. I'll be traveling with 4 lenses on this trip. I've got my D850, my 16 to 35. That'll be going with. No battery extender grip, just because it's just too much. Let's get that guy in there. That fits snugly in there. That's the snuggly duckling. I also have my 85mm, great lens, super sharp. It's the only telephoto that I'm taking and usually this is the longest one that I take when I travel, just because my 135 f2 is too long, too heavy to fit in this bag. Obviously the 7200 is just impractical, and then this is sharp as a tack, so I can't hardly beat that. Let's see, I've got the 14 millimeter from Nikon F28. This is a gorgeous lens. I'm kind of a prime guy. I love my primes. Not to say that, you know, I am taking my 16 to 35, and that's more so I can also take video with as well on the 16 to 35, but the 14, I contemplated getting a 14 to 24, and I don't know why I didn't. I liked the 14 millimeter prime lens. This particular one's the AFD version. I can use this on my film camera or my digital, and that's usually how I kind of shop a lot of times. So 3 out of my 4 lenses I can use on both my film and my digital camera. So, so nice choice there. Let's fit that in there like such. And then the last of the lenses, I'm taking my 28 millimeter Nikon AFS. This is a manual focus lens. With this is an f3.5 version, super sharp. I've used this a little bit. I wanted to use it some more. The reason why I wanted to bring my 28 millimeter was I wanted something, I could have brought my 24, and that's certainly wide enough, but I wanted something closer to a 35 millimeter, but I can walk around with, that's practical for my film camera at least. My 16 to 35 doesn't fit on my film camera, and it gives me a nice range between the 14, but this gives me a little bit, you know, closer to the 35, not too wide as the 24 would be. So I don't know, it's just different, and I just wanted to take something with me. So all right, so the next thing is the Mavic Air drone remote. So that goes in here. Let's see. The battery for this, I'm going to be taking in my, I ordered a Domkey, the Domkey or Domkey, the F803 courier bag, and so that'll be going in there, as well as the charger for that will be going in there. As for this bag, what am I going to be fitting in the rest of this? Mostly like, these are Lowepro, what the heck do you call these? Neutral density filters / circular polarizers for my drone. This will help get buttery smooth video with a slower shutter speed when I'm choosing a frame rate of either 24 or 48 frames per second. This is just they're like sunglasses, neutral density filter for your lens on the drone itself. So that'll be going with, and let's tuck that on that side. That'll fit nicely. What else? So I've got my GoPro. GoPro is this is just a no-brainer. Just you take this anywhere with you. And in the GoPro, what I'll be taking with, I've got a suction cup for a car. I've also got my gimbal, my 3-axis gimbal. So this would be nice to take with. This will be going in my Domkey 803 messenger bag. Let's see, what else? Cords, cables, and everything else. I can fit the cords like this in the bag, which is great. Just tucks in. Let's see. Lens caps. These can go on top, anywhere inside the bag. Perfect. There we go. That goes there. This is something that everyone should have with. If you're taking a tripod, and I'm going to be taking a tripod, I'm thinking of getting a smaller tripod, but that will fit in my suitcase. This is for smartphones, so if you just wanted to get some kind of footage with your smartphone, you know, just clamp this on there and put it on a small tripod, and you kind of put it just about anywhere. So that'll be going with, let's see, charger. This will go in the front. The film will be going in my messenger bag. Let's see. harness for the GoPro so I can mount it to the suction cup, like if I put it on a car or something, which I plan to do. That'll be going in there. Manfrotto, this nice. This is just a nice light. It's got 3 different levels of brightness, and cuts out. So that'll be going with. I can go in there. GoPro batteries. Batteries are the bane of every photographer's existence. This will go in the bag here. I've got extra batteries for my D850, for my GoPro as well. These are handy because they'll fit nicely in here. Passport. Passport I'll keep on my person. It always looks cool in travel, vlog, photography, video stuff. So let's see. Memory cards. Oh my goodness, do I have memory cards? So I've got a mixture of XQD cards, SD cards, and then adapter. And then I've got tons of micro SD cards. These are obviously for my drone and for my GoPro. I don't want to get rid of any of my footage or download them to a hard drive or something and then wipe them. So I'm taking a bunch of these and just loading them up. That way I've got redundancy in case I lose something on the trip. I can store these in this little pocket, cute little pocket right here and here. So I'll stuff these in there as such. For now, I'll go off to the side. Neutral density filter. This is a perfect one. It's a 77mm thread, so it'll fit on 2 of my lenses, which is fine. I'm not going to take any step-up rings, but this will simply go in this top slot and kind of fit right in the middle. That way it lands right in this area without falling down too much. Some of the things, let's take a look at. So I've got extra blades. The extra blades will be going in this pocket. That way if I have a non-serious drone crash, but something that breaks my blades, it'll go in here. Perfect. All right. Next thing that I've got. Just tripod mount for the camera, and I keep that on the keep that in here, which is great. I've got my pack film. This can go in my luggage. This one will travel with me. The scanners at the airports, they say don't X-ray anything over like 800 ISO film. So this is 100 speed, this is 3000 speed, so this will be on my person. This will probably go in my my luggage. Let's see. Other things that I'll be taking with, here I've got My Passport Pro. This is a backup. This is where you can take SD cards and then other devices, mostly SD cards, looks like, yeah, right here. So I can take my SD cards, plug them in here, and offload all of my my footage and pictures onto my camera. So if my camera gets stolen or whatever, and I still have, let's say, this left in the car or whatever, this will have all of my memories on it. So that'll be good. And hopefully no one steals film. That's kind of some of the reasons why I take film, is at least I'll have some kind of documentation in case my digital goes kaput. You never know. Other things that I'll be taking with in my suitcase, this will be going, this is a travel charger. This is a nice one because a lot of people don't realize that all of their phone chargers, their camera battery chargers, everything accepts up to 240 volts. And so this adapter will take certain countries' plugins. Here's the 110 for the US, and then here is Europe, most of Europe right here. So I can plug that in, and on this end I can plug in all my other chargers, which is great. So I took this to England with me about 3 years ago, loved it, super great. That'll go in my other bag. This is a fluid head tripod. This will go with my Edelkrone slider. And so this will fit on. This is for just nice buttery smooth motion to video, which is great. It's a little heavy, but you know, with my carry-on, I won't be in my carry-on bag obviously with this, but it'll be in my regular luggage. It's just nice and clunky, you know, batteries, and it's built like a tank. It's from Manfrotto. Last but not least is the tripod, and probably will be getting a lighter tripod this week. Sony noise canceling headphones, always a must in the plane. So that's it.